sorry. Hello, hi. I have a new setup. My husband and I decided to switch offices, which means that like I have a ton more space. You might have seen in one of my videos that I had like 2 office spaces. Like there wasn't a ton of room to actually film in there, so I was kind of like trying to make it work. But my husband really liked those offices, so we decided to switch. So we did a full office switch this weekend. I have a new setup and I love it. I'm really excited. Yay! Okay, anyway, that was an aside. So today, contacts. Let's try them out. I'm really excited about this. Okay. I've actually bought from TTDeye before, so I'm really excited about this. So today we're doing coupon codes for contacts. So if any of these color contacts are contacts that you are already interested in buying, be sure to use the coupon code that I have below to get a discount. Or if you were already thinking about buying some color contacts, then I have a coupon code for you. If you weren't thinking about it and you're just here for fun, that's great too. Let's just watch and see what these look like. So these contacts were contacts that I was already thinking of buying before I got them from TTDeye. And I wanted to try a few different colors. So, okay, I just put a few Lumify drops on because my eyes are a little bit red and I'm like, this is all about my eyeballs today. So they might as well look nice. Okay, so as you can see, my eyes, this is about as close as I can get before it gets really blurry. I'm so sorry about that, but they're pretty green with kind of a hazel circle around them and kind of a gray outer circle. So when I am looking for color contacts, I'm looking for ones that look okay with kind of this like medium light color eye. And I'm also looking for some that will authentically make my eyes darker. So last time I know that I bought some contacts that were to make your eyes brown, but they were kind of yellow toned actually. And so when I put them on, I just looked like I had yellow eyes, which was like actually kind of freaky. My husband said that I looked like a demon, so that was kind of funny. And that makes sense. I think that a lot of the contacts are kind of designed for like the darkest eyes possible to kind of get you to that color. So I totally get that. But for my eyes, that just like didn't work that well. So, so that's one thing I'm going to be looking for here today, is seeing how dark they actually make my eyes, if at all. Yeah. So these are the colors that I got. I've got Trinity Green, Queen Chocolate, Amber Brown, and Himalaya Grey. So the green one obviously is to see if I can make my eyes even more green, because who doesn't love that? Himalaya Grey is to kind of go for like the blue-gray color, which is definitely lighter than my eyes are naturally. I mean, my eyes are definitely kind of that in between light and brown. Like they're light, but they're not bright light color, you know. Let's try these puppies on. I'm gonna start with the Amber Brown because this one looks like it might end up being a little bit yellow, but I won't know until I try. One of the reasons I did this is because I love watching contact videos, because otherwise how do you know what they look like, right? I mean, this is the perfect way to find out. So I actually have stopped wearing contacts for a long time because I got LASIK just over a year ago. So I went from wearing contacts all the time, and I had colored contacts that were prescription. That's another reason I don't wear them, duh. But I went from wearing them to not needing contacts or glasses anymore, which was a huge change in my life. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands. Use words, Chloe. Yes, in case you were wondering, I almost said fingies. I was gonna wash my fingies. That's what I was gonna say. Okay, these look pretty yellow, but let's see what happens here. Okay, it's a little brown. Looks kind of cool like this. It's fun being able to see things with these in. I can wear just one and be like, don't I look cool and interesting? These are the things I think about. I know my background is a little bit different, but I will still be working on keeping the cozy vibe, just so you know. Because that was my only thought about this, is I was like, oh my gosh, but it's a little bit less cozy than some of the other places I've been filming. So I'm gonna keep it cozy, don't worry. Okay, cool. Oh, I like these. This is kind of like the color I always wish my eyes were, like a medium, like a light amber brown color. Oh my gosh, I might be wearing these like regularly. Oh my god, now I gotta find contact solution somewhere. I didn't even think about that. Okay, next I want to try the Trinity Green. Just like take my green eyes and make them greener. Because I always feel, that's the other thing, is that I always feel jealous of people who have like really pretty bright green hazel eyes. But I think that it's contacts oftentimes. It's a theory, it's a pet theory of mine. If you see somebody who has like brilliant bright green eyes on YouTube or the internet or Instagram, it's contacts. Not to be like that, but I'm just saying, as somebody with green eyes. Okay. Love that I don't have to think about which side is which. If you have an astigmatism, you know the struggle. These like remind me of a slice of pickle. Put it on my eye. That's great. Great imagery, Chloe. That's awesome. Okay. Eye to eye comparison. They're pretty similar. You can definitely tell that on this side, there's a little bit more of an impact from far away, I think. It's subtle though. It's more subtle than I thought it would be. Let's try the other eye. Okay, yeah. Oh, I like them. These really are, they're kind of doing what I expected them to do, which is like enhance what I already have. It kind of adds a little extra something. The difference is subtle though. These remind me a lot of what my mom's eyes look like just a little bit lighter and greener than mine. But that makes sense because my dad has dark brown eyes, so. Okay, I think if we're being really technical, one thing about these is that they make my irises a little bit bigger than they already were. So there's kind of this interesting thing happening where like, they're just, my eyes are a little bit more like in your face, I think, because my irises are bigger. It's kind of that anime effect, you know, but it's subtle, but not like some of the contacts, if it says anime, they're like pretty big. I have a pair like that, but these ones they're very natural looking. Don't get me wrong. Cool. Okay, now for the two that are less subtle. First, let's do Queen Chocolate. I'm really excited about this one. I have always wanted to know what I look like with like dark brown eyes. Because like I said, that's kind of the color of my dad's eyes. And so I've always been curious what I would look like. I think it would really change my entire vibe if I had really dark brown eyes. So we'll see if this kind of gets us there or not. The little thing looks pretty dark, so it's kind of a dark brown color. It's almost like purple looking, but it's not. So let's see. Interesting. Ooh, okay. I'm like spooky. Wow, yeah. Okay, this is pretty dark. Let's look. It's kind of still an almost ambery color. No, it's pretty, but it's pretty dark brown. These are nice. These are really nice. Okay. Yeah, I really like these. Wow, interesting. This is like weird. This is like a weird like moment of like, this is what I could have looked like. Okay, this is really proof that you always want what you can't have, because I love these. I am like freaking out over this. I mean, like in this viewfinder, I feel like they're lit up pretty intensely. But just in like natural lighting, they look so pretty. They're like, just like they really are just like a dark chocolate brown. And I just feel like it's the dark brown eyes that I always wanted. Like kind of come to life. It's a little bit freaky actually. There's kind of like an undertone of purple, but I think that that's just to kind of give the brown some dimension. And on my eyes, that you can still see some like gold through it. So that's kind of what I'm trying to show here. But with this light, I guess my point is that it looks a lot brighter here than it does kind of in natural light. In natural light, it really does look like I have just dark brown eyes, like super naturally, not supernaturally, but it's a little bit supernatural because it still has that iris thing where they're like a tiny bit bigger, and I kind of look like I have these like big brown eyes, which is funny because my eyes are like not really that big even anyway. But anyway, yeah, I love these. I think that like getting used to wearing contacts again will be kind of a trip, so I'll have to work on that. But otherwise, I think I could see myself like wearing these around, like wearing these to work or something, like for sure. This is super pretty. I'll have to take some nice pictures in these and show them off. I don't want to take them off. You just always want what you can't have. Last but not least, let's do Himalaya Grey. I'm excited for these too. Hopefully I look like a snow leopard. That's my goal. That's what my husband says I'm like. It's like a snow leopard, like icy, beautiful. God, when I say it out loud, okay, it sounds really silly, but. Okay, hold on, let my eyes stop watering. Okay. I do love these. The look it gives me is intense, but it's still really realistic. Like, I don't know if you didn't know. And I was just like, hi, welcome to my channel. I did mess one up and it hurts, but I think with these ones, it's kind of interesting because you can see part of my eye through them, like my natural eye. And it won't really sit any higher, so they're kind of like gonna show the little bit of my eye, which looks pretty cool, honestly. You know, when I said my eyes, but more intense, this is actually a little bit closer to that, so that's kind of interesting. But it's way more blue, of course, but this kind of like intense hazel gray color, yeah, it's pretty cool. I always think though about that thing that's like, people always say that like people don't really trust people that have like really light eyes and really dark hair. I always feel like that's true for me. Like when I see people, I'm like, sometimes people look a little scary if they look that way. And so I'm like, I don't want to look scary. But it is pretty. It would be pretty like for certain pictures or something. Oh man, these ones are so comfortable too. I think that the Himalaya Grey were probably the least comfortable out of all of them. It's part of why I'm also like, would I wear them all the time? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna hang out in these for a while. Okay, well that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.